Hello and welcome back to Mega Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Babylon 5 Season 4 Episode 14. Last episode, Sheridan pulled some shenanigans, got all of the League of Non-Aligned Worlds to allow ships to patrol their areas, arrest people, fire on people, the whole shebang. He really did a little bamboozle number on everyone. I really enjoyed it. It was actually quite entertaining watching him handle his business. We also had Delin meeting with Naroon, the warrior caste and the religious caste coming together to try to bring some sort of peace to the Minbari civil war, or at least that's what we thought. We had the warrior caste trying to kill Naroon. We had the religious caste trying to kill everyone in some great monument of death. Insane. By the end of the episode, though, no one died. I thought Naroon and Delin were truly going to be allies, but no, Naroon left the ship. It was all a ploy, a plot, a plan, I guess, to gauge the will of the religious caste to fight. And he's like, we're going to have this won in about a week. That's kind of where we're at. Cannot believe Naroon tricked me. I really took him at his word. He has always seemed honorable, and I do still think he is doing what he thinks is right for his people, though I completely disagree. So yeah, let's just get into this next episode. But before we do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it. Oh, Babylon 5, we're gonna watch some Babylon 5, Babylon 5. We love us some Babylon 5. Hello, my beautiful space station.
Oh, what the hell is it with this place?
What's up, Garibaldi? I thought you were going to Mars.
Incoming message from Mars sent by William Edgars. Do you wish to receive?
Yeah, put it through.
Another package will be arriving on Babylon 5 later today. You are to ensure that it goes through customs without incident and send it on to my people on Io.
Sheridan to CNC.
This is CNC, go.
Yeah, any luck with my transmission to Minbar?
Negative, we're still unable to get through. We've heard there's still fighting going on in the capital, but so far no details. I'm sure she's okay, sir.
I hope so.
Wow. I mean, crystal burns. Crystal burns and explodes. The warrior caste is really going to town.
How is it outside?
Much the same as it is in here. I should tell you, we just received word from the leader of the warrior caste. His forces have surrounded the city. He says, if we don't surrender by tomorrow, for the good of our people, he will end the war by destroying the city and everyone in it.
Moments of transition.
I see you interned with the Psi Corps. 1 year?
I was a field assistant.
Why'd you change to commercial work?
It just wasn't right for me. As a P5, the best I could hope for was doing background interviews, authorized witness scans.
Now you're a P20.
I like working corporate.
If it were up to me, Ms. Alexander, I'd give you the job. But I'm answerable to our attorneys and the board of directors. They can't afford the liability.
Fair enough.
But I'm sorry. Perhaps in the future, when you rejoin Psi Corps, we can discuss this again. Until then, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Are you going to rejoin Psi Corps? Going to contact Bester? I didn't see if he was in the credits.
Naroon, good. I'm pleased to see you made it here alive. I understand the religious caste is most upset with you.
That is to be expected. They were hoping I would organize our caste against you. But I could no sooner move against the leader of my caste than I could grow wings and fly across the moon.
They were always naive. That has been their failing from the beginning.
I do wonder, though, about the cost.
The cities can be rebuilt. As far as those who died, I feel for them as much as you do. But we all die, Naroon. Only the timing varies. They will be reborn into the next generation of Minbari. Perhaps even as warrior caste. There was no other way.
It's a good way to rationalize
the loss of a few lives
murder.
now will save us many more lives in the future. Delenn speaks for the religious castes now. She values life above all things. As she sees her caste dying around her, she will have no choice but to surrender.
Is it wrong to value life? I thought that is why we fought.
We fight because it is our nature. It is the calling of our heart. Life and death are simply two possible consequences, both equal, neither valued nor feared above the other. For a warrior, death is simply the release from our obligation. You should rest. You've done well, Naroon.
I kind of like this guy. I mean, yeah, he's kind of evil and doesn't care, but I like him.
Please have your identity cards.
What is it?
I thought you should see this.
Bester.
That's so soon.
Nice, nice, nice.
Seems like forever.
And to what do we owe the honor of this visit?
Nothing. My
And I will
business
look
isn't with
for the
you or
clenched
command
fist
staff.
of Bester.
I'm here strictly as a representative of the Psi Corps.
Doing what?
Personnel matters that are none of your concern.
You know, I work hard, I'm honest. Maybe you don't appreciate it, but others do.
And getting packages past customs. Is that honest, Michael?
Yeah, it's about as honest and lawful as breaking away from Earth Alliance, taking over military equipment, starting our own little empire out here. You know what, Zach? If you got a problem, why don't you take a peek in the mirror? Don't bother me, okay?
I mean, Garibaldi's not wrong.
We have spoken with the others. We have reached the decision.
Surrender?
Tell the warrior caste that we are prepared to surrender.
In the last 2 weeks, refugees from sectors 4
Bester.
are being taken in by the medical colonies at Beta Durrani and the MacArthur mid-range colony.
I know you've been looking for work. A couple of the corporations you approached called us about a reference. Naturally, we couldn't provide one since you'd gone rogue, and the Corps frowns on that sort of thing.
I'm fine.
Of course you are. It's just a little one-sided, isn't it? I mean, Sheridan and the others, they have this whole support mechanism. They draw their salary from the docking fees paid by alien ships. Their meals and clothing are all free. But what about poor Lita Alexander?
The Vorlons didn't pay shit.
How does she earn a living? I mean, being a freedom fighter, a force for good, it's a wonderful thing. You get to make your own hours, looks good on a resume, but the pay sucks. This is what I was thinking. I can slide your name off the rogue list. We have a category for deep cover agents. Only a few of us have access to it. I can add your name without too much trouble.
In exchange for what?
Well, you'd have to wear the symbol, of course, and the gloves. They're more than just part of the uniform. They're part of the discipline. It's who we are. And the usual 10% of your fees would go back to the Corps.
And?
Well, there is just no delicate way to say this. I want your body.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Not sexually.
That's a very funny question to ask a telepath. I don't want it now, Lita. Just when you're not using it anymore.
When you're dead.
After your passing.
I want to cut out your brain.
This is a power of attorney.
I want to see what the Vorlons
Gives me
did.
the right to your body after your death. We both know you've been altered. I don't know how, but I think I know by whom. The Vorlons found some way to enhance your abilities, didn't they? That's something we can't do. I'm offering you a chance to put your life back together on your own terms. It's not a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal. I don't want to give my body to Psi Corps, but it's not a bad deal.
I'd sooner put a bullet in my brain.
I'll be here a few days.
That would void the contract.
In case you change your
It's
mind.
not a natural death.
Station resources want you to move to smaller quarters.
What? Why? I just got this place fixed up.
Now, the station needs every credit we can get our hands on to bring in supplies by alternate routes.
After everything I've done, you're just gonna kick me out.
Right? Right?
They're not.
They didn't pay my fee to help beat the shadows.
Size quarters. Now, I know the ones they're talking about. They're nice. I've got a favor to ask you.
Scan Garibaldi.
It might even help you out a little in return. I'd like to hire you for a job. I want you to scan Mr. Garibaldi for me.
I assume this is with his permission.
Well, not exactly.
Zach!
Look, ever since he got back, he has not been acting the same, and I need to know if he's all right upstairs.
I can't do that. It goes against everything I've been taught. It's a complete invasion of privacy.
Can't you at least poke around a little bit by accident?
No! I wish I could help, but I...
Just a little bit.
Maybe if it were somebody else. I don't know, I'd at least think about it.
I guess I understand it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I had to at least try.
This is a terrible day to Len. I never thought I'd see it come.
The day's not yet over, Lanier.
He has a plan.
We've already agreed to the surrender.
He has a plan.
The religious caste surrenders. You have all heard it. The struggle between us is over. Now we rebuild the Great Council into a warriors' council.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I said that we surrendered. I did not say that we gave up our sovereign rights to form a new government. We recognize the superior forces of the warrior caste. We have, after all, spent several centuries arming you, helping you learn the art of combat. You, while watching here and across Minbar, you know this place. You know its history. This is where we chose our leaders before Valen. This is where many of us served, and many of us died. The ancients understood that in war, it is always the young and the powerless who are sent off to fight, sent by leaders and warriors and generals who are not themselves engaged in the battle.
Yes.
Who do not bleed on the front lines, who do not die alone in the cold and friendless night. But here, in this place, that changed.
Whoa! I challenge you.
If the warrior
Mortal
caste
Kombat
has set aside the wisdom of Valen, they wish to return to the old ways, and they must honor the laws set down by the ancients. We are willing to endure the Starfire wheel for the good of our people. The warrior caste will not do the same, and you are not fit to lead.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Valen said, "Will you follow me into fire?"
Come on, big man. Come on, big man. Come on, big man. Put up or shut up, little bitch.
This is madness! I refuse.
You said that a warrior does not fear death, Sheridan.
That's right. That's right.
What are you? Said that death was only one of two consequences, neither valued nor feared above the other. Death is merely a
Yet
release from our
I see
obligation.
fear on your face.
Why then are you afraid, Sheridan?
Yes.
Have you put your own importance above our people? They are waiting for your answer.
Better get in that circle, son. This is peak Babylon 5, people. Peak Babylon 5 greatness. Oh, look at you. You can't even take it.
We can walk out together. Share the power. No one will speak against us. No! There are other ways!
You should have explored them before you tore our people apart!
Coward. Coward. The Lynn don't die, though.
I do not understand. When we were aboard your ship when she proposed this, Delenn told me she would leave the circle after he did. Why has she not come out?
This was the plan.
She's making a plan for all our people.
No!
Naroon! I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you. Oh, you took her spot? No way.
I was born warrior cast. But I see now the calling of my heart is religion. The war is over. Listen to her.
Fuck. That was all part of the plan. This was all part of the plan. Maybe not that part where Naroon gives his life to save Delenn and says his heart says he is religious caste. Naroon, I judged you harshly. I'm sorry. Fuck Babylon. Babylon 5, folks. That's why this show is so great and loved and revered. Amazing writing, amazing acting, amazing character growth. Naroon, great warrior, dies the great spiritual religious caste in an act of saving Delenn. He took her place among the Starfire in front of their world for all to see. Amazing. Bester watching? A little slimy fucking Bester clenched fist motherfucker.
Bester. By provoking Mr. Garibaldi, I've put him even further at odds with his former associates, and further on the path I need him to follow. What I came here to get, I got. Even her. Guess you could call it a bank shot. Yes. I've had a nice day.
That's so dark. That's really dark. Oh, man.
In the past, it has been our tradition to seek balance. We have called 3 from each caste. But now, that changes. I call for it. Durlan, Katz, Zakat, Nur, and Varen, the worker caste. You had forgotten the worker caste, hadn't you?
Yeah, everyone has.
When our two sides...
They do all the real work.
They are the ones caught in the middle. Forgotten. The religious caste and the warrior caste will advise and counsel. We will serve as is proper. Religion and war must act in the service of the people, not the other way around. This place is reserved in memory of Naroon, until the day it is taken by the one who is to come.
Just a second. Come.
What? Here, this was recorded by a transport bringing relief supplies to Proxima 3. As soon as this destroyer came through the gate, the other ships identified themselves as commercial liners. They were carrying the sick and the wounded from where President Clark's been hitting them. Women, children, the sick, the infirm, 2,000 civilians per ship.
Blew them up. They blew them up.
God.
10,000 civilians whose only crime was trying to get out of the damn killing zone.
This madness has gone on long enough. I don't care if we're ready yet. I don't care if we're outnumbered or outgunned. I don't care what ISN says about us. This stops, and it stops now.
They were following orders.
Any crew that executes an order like that is guilty of war crimes, and they deserve whatever they get. Now, we're riding in, Susan.
I get what he's saying, especially at the command level. But I guarantee there's hundreds, maybe thousands of people on that ship that have no power to do anything. And if they step out of line, they'll be killed. They're just keeping the engines running, cooking the slop. Like, they don't deserve to die because the leaders of their ships are following orders and don't mind killing innocent people. That is a dangerous mindset, Sheridan. Dangerous mindset. I get where you're coming from, but it's a little hardcore.
Anybody who wants to defect and join us, fine. If they get in our way, we'll knock them down. If they kill one of our ships, we'll kill 3 of theirs. And we keep going. God help anybody who gets in our way.
Sounds like the Warrior Cast to me. I'll be right back with you. That was Babylon 5, Season 4, Episode 14. What an amazing hour of science fiction. The religious cast, the warrior cast, the fight, the battle, the destruction of cities. Delenn's gonna surrender. She goes to surrender. Then she pulls out some sort of ancient law where we gotta stand in the sunfire, and if you whoever is in it the longest and sacrifices their life is the leader. And the head of the warrior cast gets in there after he tries to backtrack, and he jumps out in a heartbeat. Delenn, though, does not leave. Then Naroon talks to what's his name? Lanier talks to Lanier, and we find out this was all part of the plan. This was all part of the plan, except she was supposed to get out of the light, but she doesn't. She's gonna sacrifice her life to really prove the point. And what does Naroon do? He pulls her out, takes her place, says his heart is religious cast, and he dies. And now a spot remains open in the Grey Council that has been recreated for him as a remembrance until he who must take its spot comes to be. Maybe his reborn soul. I don't know. And Delenn also restructures the Grey Council so the labor cast, the builder cast, has more power, more control, because yes, they are the unsung heroes of everything. They build the temples, the ships, the weapons, probably the clothing, the food. They do it all, and no one cares about them. No one cares about the people that do the grunt work. Reality. You got the military, you got the church, they got all the power, and all they do with it is fight and destroy, while the average worker has to rebuild. Well, not anymore. Not on Minbar. They now have the power. Fantastic. We have Lita, who now, a little transition to someone else. Lita is now working with the Psi Corps once again because she can't get a job, and Garibaldi fires her, and she doesn't want to work with stinking the Psi Corps, but she has no choice because everyone is leaving her out to dry. No one's helping her out. Like, throw this girl some money, Sheridan. All right, she's helped you out countless times, and y'all just leaving this girl to have to work for Bester, having to sign her body over so he can get it when she dies. I'd be pissed if I was her. Like, everything I've done, everything, and I can't even get a free room because you need to make money. That's some bullshit, Sheridan. Babylon 5. All right, that's some bullshit. But overall, though, this is one of the best episodes I've seen in season 4, maybe in the whole show. The way everything came together, the way we got closure with the whole Naroon story. He's been with us since season 1. Him and Sinclair had that great moment where, you know, he's like, you remind me of a Minbari, and he's been through so many episodes. You know, he's done so much, and to die a hero, a religious cast hero, was completely unexpected, and I absolutely love it. Such a great episode. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. If I am, it's just because I'm so excited, and I do these little recaps right after I finish watching. So hopefully I didn't leave anything out. If I did, I do apologize, but an amazing episode. I do appreciate you coming on the journey with me, so please continue to do so. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega signing off.